Welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today, September 12th, 2025, the Nasdaq is once again stealing the spotlight, with the Nasdaq 100 index pushing past 24,060, logging fresh record highs. This incredible bullish momentum isn't happening in a vacuum. It's a direct reflection of several powerful macroeconomic and corporate narratives currently dominating the financial news. Just yesterday, September 11th, the Dow, S&P 500, and Nasdaq all secured record closes, fueled by strong indications of an impending Federal Reserve rate cut. The Producer Price Index, or PPI, unexpectedly declined in August, reinforcing the market's conviction for a September rate cut, with traders now pricing in a near 100% probability for a reduction. Adding to the optimism, recent revisions to U.S. jobs data showed a weaker labor market, further solidifying the case for the Fed to ease monetary policy. Beyond macro factors, the AI boom continues to be a massive catalyst for tech stocks, with Oracle's market capitalization soaring by $250 billion following its incredible AI infrastructure forecast. This Oracle surge created a ripple effect, propelling other AI-related giants like NVIDIA, AMD, and Broadcom significantly higher. However, it's not all smooth sailing. Amidst this euphoria, whispers of stagflation persist on Wall Street, and some individual stocks like Apple are underperforming, failing to impress with new product lineups. Nasdaq itself is actively shaping the future of markets, with discussions around 24-hour trading and engagement in digital asset regulation, signaling a forward-looking stance for the exchange. Now, let's turn our attention to the charts and see how these narratives translate into price action for QQQ, starting with the broader view on the one-day time frame. Looking at the daily chart for QQQ, we can observe a remarkable upward trend since April 2024, consistently setting new higher highs and higher lows. After an initial dip in early May, QQQ found strong support around the $420 to $425 level before embarking on a sustained rally. A notable resistance turned support zone emerged around $450 to $455 in late May 2024, which then propelled the ETF further upwards. We saw a significant push past the $480 mark in mid-June, cementing a strong bullish phase for the summer months of 2024. However, volatility spiked in late July and early August 2024, with sharp pullbacks from around 503 to 491, and again from 471 to 459. These corrections, coupled with high transaction volumes, suggest periods of market uncertainty, possibly correlating with earlier fears around inflation or broader economic slowdowns. Notice the massive green candle on April 9, 2025. This candle, showing an astounding 12.14% gain, appears to be a major inflection point, marking a strong reversal from a lower base. This dramatic rebound, starting from lows near $422 in early April 2025, paved the way for the current extended rally, and likely reflects the market's strong anticipation of monetary easing and tech sector strength. From May 2025 onwards, the upward trajectory has been exceptionally strong and consistent, with QQQ steadily climbing from the 480s to its current record high levels. The current price action on the daily chart showcases sustained bullish sentiment, with each dip being bought up quickly, demonstrating robust demand for the Nasdaq 100 ETF. We are now trading well above all major moving averages, indicating a very healthy long-term uptrend. Let's zoom into the more recent activity on the 1-hour chart to analyze the immediate short-term trends and identify any crucial levels. On the 1-hour chart, covering late August to early September 2025, we can observe the immediate price behavior more clearly. The period around August 29th and September 2nd shows some noticeable volatility. On August 29th, QQQ was trading around the $570 mark, experiencing moderate intraday fluctuations. The drop on September 2nd, with the candle at 12 o'clock Universal Time coordinated showing a decline from 564.77 to 561.29, highlights an attempted pullback. However, the immediate recovery in the subsequent hours indicates strong buying interest, suggesting that these dips are being seen as buying opportunities by the market. The ability of QQQ to quickly bounce back from these intraday pullbacks reinforces the underlying bullish sentiment, despite the temporary selling pressure. This short-term resilience is consistent with the broader market narrative of strong inflows into tech, driven by the AI boom and rate cut optimism. Let's narrow our focus even further to the 15-minute chart for a very granular look at the most recent trading days. Shifting to the 15-minute chart, we can examine the recent intraday movements from September 8th to September 11th, 2025. On September 8th, QQQ was largely range-bound between $577 and $580, showing some consolidation after earlier gains. The next day, September 9th, saw a similar pattern, with the price oscillating between $578 and $581. However, as we moved into September 10th and 11th, there's a clear upward drift, with QQQ pushing steadily higher. Specifically, the candles on September 11th show a consistent grind upwards, culminating in the highest price points recorded in this dataset, reaching close to $584.88. This upward momentum on the shorter time frame directly reflects the news of Nasdaq hitting new record highs on September 9th and 11th. The continuous small gains and lack of significant bearish candles confirm that buying pressure remains dominant in the immediate short term. The relatively higher transaction volumes during these upward movements on the 15-minute chart further support the strength of the current rally. This granular view provides crucial confirmation that the enthusiasm from the news is actively being priced into QQQ's performance. Now, let's synthesize these observations into a comprehensive outlook, discussing support, resistance, and future predictions. Analyzing QQQ's current position, we are undeniably in a strong bullish trend driven by powerful narratives of rate cut optimism and the AI technology boom. For short-term traders, the immediate support level to watch is around $577 to $578, as seen on the recent 15-minute and 1-hour charts, representing areas where buyers have stepped in. A more significant short-term support lies around the $560 to $565 range, based on the early September daily lows. Looking at the broader daily chart, strong historical support can be identified around the $500 psychological level, which previously acted as both resistance and support. The critical long-term support, a true line in the sand, remains at the $420 level from the April 2025 lows, marking the base of the current rally. Resistance, at this point, is largely uncharted territory as QQQ is making new all-time highs. The highest point recorded in our data is $584.88, which serves as the immediate overhead resistance. A break above this level would signify continued strength and open the door for further upward price discovery. From a bullish perspective, the confluence of expected Fed rate cuts, easing wholesale inflation, and the ongoing AI-fueled tech rally provides a potent tailwind for QQQ. The substantial investments by companies like Oracle into AI infrastructure, coupled with widespread analyst upgrades for S&P 500 targets, paint a very optimistic picture. Furthermore, Nasdaq's proactive stance on market evolution, including exploring 24-hour trading, indicates a commitment to fostering a dynamic financial ecosystem. Conversely, bearish arguments still point to the lingering stagflation concerns and the occasional underperformance of key companies like Apple, reminding us that market corrections are always a possibility. While the broad market sentiment is positive, any unexpected hawkish shift from the Fed or a major negative development in inflation data could trigger a significant reevaluation by investors. So, what are the important price levels and predictions to recap? We're currently trading near $584, with immediate strong support at $577 and more substantial support around $560. The all-time high of $584.88 is our immediate resistance. Our primary prediction is for a continued rally towards the $600 mark in the short to medium term. The likelihood of this happening is high, approximately 70%, especially if the upcoming CPI report aligns with current rate cut expectations and major tech earnings continue to impress. Should we see a minor pullback, a healthy correction to the $570 to $575 range is a medium probability, around 25%, and could present a re-entry opportunity for long positions. A significant correction below $560 is a low probability, roughly 5%, and would likely require a major negative surprise, such as a strong reversal in Fed policy outlook or an unforeseen geopolitical shock. Traders should keep a close eye on the upcoming Consumer Price Index (CPI) report, as this is the final key data point before the Fed's next policy meeting. Monitor the Fed's announcements regarding interest rates, as any deviation from the expected September cut could introduce substantial volatility. Also, watch for earnings reports from major Nasdaq components, particularly those heavily involved in the AI sector, as their performance will continue to influence QQQ's trajectory. Remember, diversification and risk management are crucial in any market condition, especially when trading near all-time highs. Thank you for joining Explain the Charts for this in-depth analysis of QQQ. Stay informed and happy trading.